Welcome back to Nexus, a list channel that gets straight to the point. Today we're looking at the top 5 biggest editing mistakes in TV shows. We respond to every comment, and if you don't believe us, well, comment down below and go see for yourself. The debut episode, Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, showed a scene between Bart Simpson, Milhouse, and their friend Lewis watching Homer Simpson as Santa Claus in a shopping center. However, the editors of this episode made a big mistake in which you had to be very careful to notice. Looking out over the balcony, Bart asks Milhouse to sit on his lap. The three boys can be seen standing together in the scene, and Lewis is clearly a black character. The scene quickly changes to show a close-up of Milhouse as he dares Bart to pull off Homer's beard. But when the trio are shown in the next shot, Lewis's skin color magically seems to change to yellow like Bart and Milhouse, and his hair is now brown, leaving us wondering if he's swapped places with another one of his classmates. Mysteriously, the creators of Simpsons have yet to address this mistake, so we can only assume that they tried to play it off. However, we had to show it to you all today because it's definitely deserving of a spot on this list. At the end of the episode, when Tuco shows up at Walter's house in the backseat of Jesse's car, he tells Walter to get in. As they drive off, the shot pans out to show a street sign across from Walter's house. The sign says Paramount, which is the real name of the street, but however in the show, the Whites actually live on Negra Arroyo Lane. While it may be hard to spot this mistake, this one makes a spot on the list because it is just simply laziness from the editor. I mean, many people already knew the location of where Breaking Bad was shot, but it's not that hard to cover up the street sign. Now, the reason this mistake caused a lot of problems is because the lady who actually lives in the White's house had her address revealed to the public. Shortly after the Paramount sign was shown in this episode, fans were quickly able to find the exact address of the home, and because of this, people decided it would be funny to mess with the lady living there, throwing pizzas at her home as well as other acts of vandalism. You've really got to feel bad for this lady, and if it wasn't for that one editing mistake, she probably wouldn't have had to deal with this issue at all. In a recent episode of Game of Thrones, fans were quick to point out a mysterious coffee cup which appeared on scene. Originally identified as a Starbucks cup, then later confirmed to be from a local coffee shop in Northern Ireland, this mug was mysteriously sitting casually in the scene set in the world of Game of Thrones. This scene was mentioned all over social media, and HBO quickly caught on and addressed their mistake. Shortly, it was removed from the shot on HBO Go and other streaming platforms over time. HBO was quick to respond by stating, in response to the inquiries for those who saw a craft services coffee cup in Sunday night's episode of Game of Thrones, the network admitted the latte that appeared in the episode was a mistake. As Bernie Caulfield, an executive producer of Game of Thrones, also took action and stated, these kind of mistakes are rare for a show this big, but slip-ups do happen. And if that's the worst thing they're finding, then we're in pretty good shape. Well, props to HBO for actually addressing the mistake and making sure to get rid of the small mistake. Now, who could forget about the great Seinfeld series? Popular in the 90s, this show took off over viewing platforms all across the country, however they were prone to some slip-ups as well. During season 3's The Red Dot, we saw Elaine receive a sweater as a present.
This is one of the nicest things anyone has ever given me.
Upon unwrapping the gift, Kramer takes the ribbon from the present and places it around his neck as if it were a scarf. But when the camera zooms out to show Kramer lying on the couch, the ribbon mysteriously disappears. We have a quick change of scenes, and well, the ribbon is just mysteriously back around his neck. Once again, this is such a slight slip up that I bet a lot of you didn't even notice, but it's definitely one deserving of feature in this video. The TV series Friends may be one of the most entertaining television series of all time, but it definitely had some mistakes. Over its 10 seasons and 236 episodes, there were plenty of errors to be found. However, one error that is particularly clumsy occurred in season 5, episode 17. During the episode, Joey spotted an attractive girl in Ross's building across from Monica's.
How you doing?
He was originally seen with a black shirt on, and after his attention turned to the girl, he quickly ran to the other building to try and find her. But what people were quick to point out is that Joey's shirt had changed to a purple one. Yeah, he could have easily changed shirts before meeting this girl, but as he arrived to Ross's apartment and Ross opened the door, his shirt was once again black. Magic maybe? I think not. It was pretty obvious the producers used 2 different takes and messed up the color of his shirt. If you like this video, check out some of the others on our channel by clicking on the screen. Thanks so much.